Hello everyone, this lecture is about solving inequalities. Inequalities are solved in the same way as we solve equations. Let's see the equality with the similar numerical values. Solving for x gives us x is equal to 7. When we solve the inequality, we perform the same steps. 7 is added at the right hand side and then 6 is divided at the right hand side and we get the answer x is greater than 7. All values of x greater than 7 will satisfy the inequality, which means that if you plug any value that is greater than 7, then left hand side will remain greater than 35. If you insert any value that is less than 7, then left hand side won't be greater than 35, making this numerical statement wrong. You should also know that how these inequalities are expressed verbally. Greater and equal to sign can be written as x is at least 2. It is implied that x is greater than 2 and the least possible value is 2. X is not less than 2, but it can be 2. Less than and equal to sign can verbally be expressed as x is at most 2, like 2 is the maximum value of the x, and x is no more than 2. X can't exceed 2. 18 is greater than and equal to 2x plus 8. Solve it the way we solve equations. Five is greater than and equal to x. This can also be written as x is less than and equal to 5. So we can flip it and they both are the same thing. If we insert the value of 5, the both sides become equal. Any value less than 5 will keep this side greater. Up till now, you are solving the inequality the same way you are solving equations. Now see this question. You have negative 2 here. There is a rule associated with this. When a negative number is multiplied or divided, the sign of the inequality must be flipped. There is no change in the first step. You subtracted 16 at the right hand side. Now at the second step, you have to divide negative 2 at the right hand side. And we have to consider this rule. Multiplying or dividing a negative number required that you should reverse the inequality sign. So this is the point you have to be careful when solving the inequalities. X is less than 4. If we insert the value less than 4, the inequality holds true. A membership club charges 100 rupees fixed amount and rupees 50 for each visit. One member cannot spare more than 600 rupees for a club per month. How many visits can he do without exceeding his limit? What is the unknown variable? The number of visits. 100 is a fixed amount a member has to pay, plus 50 per visit. 50 into number of visits. This sum must be less than or equal to 600. He wants to remain under this limit, so his expenditure must be less than or equal to 600. Let's solve for number of visits. So his visits must be less than or equal to 10. If we insert 10, both sides are equal. So 10 are the maximum number of visits. Father gave 1500 rupees for rides and toys. A kid went to take the rides first. Father advised to save at least 300 rupees for toys. If each ride cost rupees 150, how many rides a kid can take? 1500 is the total amount. Each ride cost 150 and this amount when subtracted from 1500 must remain greater than or equal to 300. You should be sensitive to these words, at least 300, because this will tell you that which symbol you have to use. At least 300 means that after spending on rides, the amount must be greater or equal to 300. Be careful at this stage. you are going to divide minus 150 at right hand side, and you have to flip the sign according to rule. So number of rides should be less than or equal to 8. Exceeding from 8 will reduce the amount for twice. During the semester, our teacher conducted 4 tests of 5 MCQs each. Each MCQ has 1 mark. A collective score of minimum 16 is required to pass the semester. How many questions are allowed to be wrong? There are 5 MCQs in each test, and we have 4 tests, so 4 into 5, 20. 20 total questions are there. 20 minus x, if we subtract the wrong questions from the right ones, then this side should be greater than or equal to 16, because 16 is the minimum score that should be required to pass the semester. Solve for x, and you should be very careful when there is a negative sign that should be divided or multiplied. X is less than or equal to 4. Ali has 3 more flowers than Sidra. If they both have less than 11 flowers, what could be the possible number of flowers Sidra has? The first sentence is converted into an equation the same way as we solved in algebraic equations lecture. 3 is added in the number of flowers Sidra has to make it equal to the number of flowers Ali has. So A is equal to S plus 3. If they both have less than 11 flowers, A plus S is less than 11. Insert the value of A in this inequality and solve for S. If the question also asked for Ali, then you can rewrite the first equation S is equal to A minus 3, and then in the same way you can insert the value of S and solve for A. So Ali must have less than 7 flowers.